Hello, everyone. Hope you're having an amazing week. I want to pop in today because the holidays are right around the corner, and I can't believe people are already starting to talk about it. But I'm seeing things on Facebook and advertisements, and obviously in the stores, all the Christmas things are coming out. And I really felt called to pop in today and share with you some tips that you can use right now to start setting yourself up for a more relaxing and healthy holiday, okay? Because once we wait until December to start thinking about these things, it could be too late, right? Everything gets crazy, your schedule is busy, you're running out of time, you don't feel like you have enough time in the day. So when we can use November to prep some really key things that I'm going to share with you in this video, really can make a huge difference in your stress levels and your eating habits, in your health overall, and happiness during the holiday seasons. Because there's so many things that are kind of against us and against our health that come up during the holiday seasons, right? I mean, we're more likely to overeat. Temptation and sugar and food is everywhere. We tend to drink more than we normally do. We have extremely busy schedules, more than normal usually, right? With all the extra to-dos, grocery shopping and decorating and parties and all this stuff, right? And then with that comes a lot of guilt. So there's a lot of things kind of working against our health and our happiness and our stress levels during, the month of December usually, right? And so many people, I used to be this person as well, get really sucked into the vortex in December and come out of the holidays feeling exhausted, having gained weight, feeling really guilty, and feeling just, horrible about yourself. And I really don't want that for you this holiday season, okay? So this is your official reminder. It's the middle of November to start planning a little bit ahead, at least taking a couple moments, whether you're driving or on the bus, to think about what you can do to set yourself up to be more relaxed and to eat better and to be healthier during the holidays, because there are so many things that you can do. And there's so much more that I'm going to be sharing actually over in the Sugar Freedom Collective, as well as a couple live workshops that I'm hosting here in Victoria that I'll share with you at the end of this video. But there's so much to getting set up to have a really positive, joyful, happy, relaxed, fun, healthy holiday season. And I'm going to share all of that with you in these workshops and over in the collective as well. But today I'm just going to share a couple things that are really huge. And even if you just do one of these things this month, I mean, ideally you do a couple of them to help set you up, okay? So the first one is to understand that the holidays are very unique and very different, and so should your goals, okay? So we have these health goals that we're all working on, right? Whether it's exercising every day or eating a certain way, we need to realize that the holidays are a very unique time of year, right? Maybe you never eat sugar, right? And the holidays, that's not really realistic for most of us. If you're staying away from sugar during December, that's amazing. Obviously, I support that. But it's so key to adjust our goals is what I'm saying here, and understand that the holidays are unique, and it's okay to be a bit more flexible and adjust your goals during the holiday season. It's still really important to have intentions, especially around your eating and how much sugar you plan to include in your life. But really just sit down and think about, okay, what are my unique goals going to be for December, whether it comes to my movement, my mental health, my routine, my eating, my relationship with sugar, whatever areas you're working on, just think about adapting those a little bit. That's a really good place to start. The other thing that I will mention is that self-care and just taking some time for yourself every single day is a good habit, no matter what time of year it is. But it is a savior during the crazy busy times of the month. So this week, I'm actually hosting a Stress Less Challenge over in my free group, Simply Balanced Health, here on Facebook. And it's so much fun because we're setting up to build a habit of just taking even 10 minutes a day for yourself to do something relaxing. That does not include technology. So that is a really key habit. And you can start that right now, deciding to prioritize your self-care. And just start with 10 minutes a day. You'll see what a huge difference it makes. And on the same lines, I mean, these are to help you manage your stress, right? And this is a big topic during the holidays. And one of the things that often leads to overeating if you're a stress eater, or leads to, any digestive problems that you're having, or sleep, or, stress leads to all this stuff, is to think about your to-do list over the holidays and really get crystal clear on what's actually important and what's not. and let go of some things, right? Maybe you've got certain responsibilities that aren't actually that important that you can say in December, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that in December because I know that it gets crazy and I want to free up as much space as possible in my calendar for all that stuff that comes up and to hopefully spend some time relaxing. So cross things off your list. Say no to things. That is powerful. You don't have to go to every single party. Say no. Decide what's actually important and what's not. And if you're like me, this is kind of a side note story. Say no to buying gifts. That has been made the hugest impact in my stress levels in December than any of this other stuff I'm sharing with you. It seems to be one of the main key things of stress for people. We get so sucked into, I need to buy gifts for A, B, C, D, and all these people's secretaries and all that. It gets a little out of control, and it really actually takes the joy out of giving because you want to give. I find that December becomes, you need to give, you should be giving, instead of, oh my God, I'm really excited, I want to give this gift to someone. And that's kind of a side note and an issue that I have with the whole consumerism around Christmas. Don't get me wrong, I love giving gifts, and I give gifts to the people in my life all year round, not just at Christmas. So that was a huge shift, and I'm thankful to Ben and his family to actually, took me a couple of years to get on board with that because I love Christmas gifts. Who doesn't love unwrapping Christmas gifts? And of course, if you have kids, this is a little more difficult, right? But even saying, I'm only buying kids for the gifts this year, or gifts for the kids. You could do it the other way around too. You're only buying gifts for kids this year, right? Set your boundaries around gifts because that list can become so overwhelming, and you literally start feeling obligated to buy gifts for someone's secretary's child, a niece, a nephew, and it just gets really out of control. And that is a huge piece of stress for a lot of people over the holidays. So I encourage you to start thinking differently maybe about gifts. And I'm not suggesting you have to go crazy like me and totally stop giving gifts for Christmas. But you can maybe set some more boundaries around that makes your list a lot smaller and will help your finances as well. I mean, that's a huge place of stress for a lot of people. Come January, when your credit card bill comes due and oh my God, this is how much I spent over the holidays. It doesn't have to be like that, right? Giving should actually be exciting and you should enjoy doing it, right? Instead of feeling obligated to do it. So schedule in really important things to you first. Okay, this is the other tip. Looking at your calendar in December, whether it's over the next couple of weeks, schedule in what's really important to you first. So whether there's exercise, downtime with your family, this 10 minutes of self-care every day, time to meal plan and grocery shop, and so that you know that you're eating right. That is so huge, especially if you're still, on your journey to sugar freedom and you're still playing that, you still have cravings, you're still working on that relationship. Making the time high priority to make sure that you have healthy snacks on hand, that your breakfasts are prepped, that you have leftovers for lunch, very key. And this kind of ties into the last little bit of advice that I'm giving you to start right now, because this is actually probably one of the things that's going to make the biggest impact and is so easy to start doing now, is to start thinking about batch cooking and loading up your freezer with healthy foods. Because guaranteed, you're going to have more days in December that you have zero energy to cook and are tempted to order out or eat something not so good for you. So if you could start now, and we're lucky because the cold weather is perfect for soups, right? This is soup season and they freeze amazingly. So make stews, make soups, make some chili, make some pasta sauces, whatever you're cooking in the next 2 weeks for dinner, double the batch and freeze some. Stock your freezer up with healthy meals because I guarantee you're going to need them. And it's so comforting to know that you can pull something out of your freezer that's nutritious and healthy instead of feeling like, oh my gosh, let's just order pizza, right? Because that is just going to, obviously drag you down with all the other temptation and all the other things you might be indulging in, more sugar and more alcohol. You don't need to add that onto it as well. So big tip right there. These next 2 weeks, when you're meal planning, when you're thinking about what to make for dinner, think of things that you can freeze, double, triple, quadruple the batch and freeze that stuff, okay? Huge one. And continue to meal plan. So even right now, you can do the whole month meal plan for December. How freeing would that be? Not to have to think about what you're cooking for the whole month in December. So that's a huge one. And maybe if the whole month is too much, take it 2 weeks at a time. Meal plan for the first 2 weeks of December. and have that done, have that off your plate so that you can be consistently eating good foods that is going to help your body with all the extra stuff that you might be having, and helps your body handle stress, detox all the sugar and alcohol you might be having. Just really focus on making a priority your self-care, taking time for yourself, and saying no to things that aren't actually important, and eating right. Okay, so having that set up for you is going to make things so much easier. So those are just a couple of my really top, very important tips that I really want you to start thinking about. I want you to choose one or two and get started with it this month. It's going to help you so much in feeling prepared and healthy as we head into the holiday season. And of course, as I said, I'm going to be sharing so much more on these topics. I mean, I've only been popped in here for 10 minutes, right? I have so much more to share. And I actually have 2 live workshops coming up here in Victoria. So if you're on Vancouver Island or in Vancouver, I would love to see you live at these workshops. The first one is November 20th in the evening at Miko Skin Co. here in Victoria. And I'm going to be diving into how to take the guilt and the stress out of the holiday season. I guess it's just one season. So I'm so excited to dive into that topic. There's so much around that. It's going to be a really, really interactive workshop. I'm probably going to bring some workbooks as well. So you have some takeaways to really get clear for yourself over the holidays. And then the second one, very excited, on November 24th, I'm going to be at Hema Yoga Studio, again, here in Victoria, talking all things sugar. So how to really reshape your relationship with sugar and find sugar freedom. So I'm going to be sharing all sorts of pieces about where sugar is, how it hides, where it is in your body, and how to set yourself up for the holidays, and also just finding sugar freedom in general, because it's not just for the holidays, right? This is an ongoing thing. So I'm diving into all of that as well. And you can find both events and register, get your name on the list and register for those events on this page, on my Danielle Dame Coaching business page where you're watching this video. You can click on events over to your left, I believe. And then also I wanted to share with you, so excited. Yesterday I just created a complete holiday guide to a healthy and happy holiday season. And it's a document that walks you through everything that's going to set you up for success in all the areas of your health, you know, stress, eating, movement, everything that comes up that gets tricky in December. So I created a complete guide, and that I'm going to be uploading over in the Sugar Freedom Collective, the amazing community that I'm running at the Sugar Freedom Collective in the next couple weeks. So if you want access to the guide, you've got to be a member, and we'd love to have you. We're going to be diving into all things self-care next month in the collective. This month is stress month. And we're really, that's going to be the go-to place to get support and to ask for recipes and to celebrate your holiday successes. It's such a beautiful community over there, plus all the amazing resources and the huge sugar-free recipe library, which will keep you on track every step of the way when you need a meal idea, right, for the holidays. I also just created the December meal plan. I do a free 5-day meal plan that I upload in the Sugar Freedom Collective every month. I just this morning finished the one for December. So that your meal plan's done for you for at least 5 days, for 1 week in December. So if you want access to that and the awesome holiday guide that I just created and so much more, all the recipes and the support and the community, it's a no-brainer. So come and join us over there. I'll post a link above this video. I'd love to have you in the Sugar Freedom Collective with us. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope that was helpful. I'd love to hear any other tips that you have. How do you, minimize stress and make sure that you're eating right over the holidays? Post that in the comments below. I want to hear. Let's share ideas, because I know I'm not the only one with all of these ideas. I'd love to hear from you. All right, everyone. Thank you so much, and have an amazing day. Bye.